Welcome to another episode of That Crazy Triangle Guy. Here we are looking at Avalanche versus US dollar on the a daily time frame. And why are we looking at Avalanche? Because I was a little bit low on Avalanche, and I wanted to add a little bit more to my Alto crypto IRA, which I was able to put a little bit more money in for this tax year. And I'll get a little bit more into that later. But so I was on the edge of, should I wait? Is it going to come back down to 32 here? Because what we're looking at on a grander scheme of things is that after this long consolidation in this handle of a much larger cup and handle pattern that I've talked about on end here. And you can't really see it here, but there you go. Here's our cup. Here's our handle. So a lot of the altcoins and the whole market has had a pullback here, forming various patterns in their own, mostly cup and handles or ascending triangle patterns. Sway broken out here on many of them, and are seeing a little pullback. It would be natural to think that we might pull back and retest the top of the handle, but I don't think we're going to. If we did so, I think it would have to occur today or over the weekend. And that'd be like a 13% move downwards. I'm just not feeling it. I'm feeling right now, because the other parallel channels and stuff I have drawn here, this looks like it's bouncing here. And so I'm going to run with that. Thought I'd better pick some up right now. So I went ahead and did that. And as well, I picked up a little bit of Ethereum. Because I was a little bit low on that as well. And the same, well, similar thing on Ethereum. It looks like now Ethereum has broken through this dashed line, which is the top of an ascending triangle, and come back down, classically retesting it, and has bounced from there. Now I have a target up there for Ethereum, and I don't remember exactly what that target is. I have to write these things down, but I had a good reason for putting that X there. Now that arrow is a much larger target eventually measured from this ascending triangle. I have it drawn in the mid-July right now at just over $5,000. So we'll see if that comes to fruition. I forget why I put this X here at 4,300, but nonetheless, there it is. And so I do think a bounce is in order right here on the top of this parallel channel, which we do have a lot of price action in here. So I picked up a little bit more ETH as well. I don't think I necessarily saw anything on these indicators to help me make that decision. But what I did see is on the on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the same. You know, we've just been Okay, bear with me. Zoom in here. We've just been consolidating here on Bitcoin. We do have this pink channel right here. Right there, that one. And we've been traveling upwards in that channel since right here, 23rd of January. We dumped into it on the 22nd of January. And since then, we've just been traveling up here. Came out of it a little bit right here. And came above it a little bit right here. But essentially been trading in this channel as a trend line here. Now we are currently right on the edge. We're just right on the edge of a lot of things. And what we've done is dip down to the top of this other pink channel. Which we've been trading in for a longer time, other than this little bit here where we dumped out of it in late January. But other than that, we've been traveling in that pink channel since we were testing it right here and broke into it in early November. And you can, well, I was going to say you can clearly see that right here. But we were also testing the top of the white parallel channel here, as well as the blue. This was a really important period right here. We had the convergence of many, many channels right here. And I remember I made a big deal about this. And look what happened. We did break through and have this big move to the upside. Had this big move to the upside in this ascending triangle, which we have just broken out of and moved up here for further consolidation right on top of this pink parallel channel that we had been traveling in for so long, since November 11th, right? Wasn't it? Did I just say that? So we busted above that and are currently testing it as support. That's why I don't think there's going to be a dump. If we did have a quick fake out shakeout, maybe down to the top of this blue parallel channel, or to retest the top of this. I don't remember what this dashed line is, but it's some sort of level of support and resistance. But I don't think that's in order. What kind of a move would that be? From where we're at now, not much of a move. 5-6% move. It's not a whole heck of a lot, but I just don't see it happening. And the other thing, before I look at whatever I was just about to look at, I'm going to look at the RSI on the daily here. Hold on. So here's the RSI on the daily for Bitcoin. And, it depends on what line you believe here. If you use this contact point and this contact point, which this yellow line does, then we've fallen through there. And we are on the second day of falling through there. So if that were the case, if that were the real line, then I think we would have already dumped by now. And if this green line is the real line, which takes this point of contact and this point of contact, then this makes a lot of sense, and we're coming back down, and we're just about to bounce right here off of that. So I think that's the real line. I think the green line's the real line. The other thing that leads me to believe that we are not going to dump is futures right here. Um, since yesterday, I think it was just yesterday and today, futures has started trading at, yesterday it was a $750 premium to spot. And currently it's about 670, it looks like. Oh no, wait, it's 650. Um, and those guys usually aren't wrong when we're trading that at that high of a premium to spot. We're definitely not usually headed for a dump, and more than likely, that's very bullish. So that's another reason why I don't think we're going down here. So that's about it. That's what I'm thinking. And I think I will leave it there. I'm not going to get into my funding scenario with Alto IRA. Oh, and I did want to look at, oh my God, I can't believe render. Man, look at it. Look at it go. Wait, let's look at this again because it's the which one is this? This is the stochastic. Down here it's at 100. It's just like holding 100. It's like ah. But yeah, went well past my X early. And this as well, render as well, looks like it came down yesterday and retested the top of this channel. And looks good here. I thought at one point there was a chance that we would come down and test this center line here or this center line, but we didn't. This is a strong, um, whatever you want to call it, strong asset. And I do believe, yeah, I made this pink line. I think we're going to keep going up here. And I think we're going to be at $60. I probably already went over all this. Yeah, I think, yeah, we're going to be up here. Way up here in November, at the end of the year. Do you believe that with this asset? Um, yeah, so you know what? I'm going to tell you what I did. Because, I'm throwing everything I can into the crypto market right now, while the going's good, before we start exploding the rest of the year. So it just makes sense. But man, I'm strapped. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. It's all my money is in these coins, and I'm holding it together. I'm not. I'm really not that bad. I'm very conservative, but um, I have built up a little bit of credit card debt, and all the late night partying and the fast cars and loose women have taken a toll. And so I freed up a little bit of cash because I also wanted to put some money in my Alto crypto IRA account. So I threw another $8,000 in there for this uh, tax season, so I can take advantage of the tax-free profits in that account. Now, none of this is financial advice, mind you, because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a freaking triangle head on the internet. But so actually, it was my banker that suggested this because he said, "Hey, can't you use your crypto assets as collateral and get a loan?" I'm like, you know what? I can do that, and I've never dabbled in that before because it's kind of risky. Seems kind of risky to me. I would, and I have to do like DeFi stuff or whatever. And I thought, hey, you know what? I actually hold some comp and some AVAX. So I went ahead on comp. Comp seemed easier. AVAX was kind of confusing, although I just saw somewhere that who said that? I think James of Invest Answers mentioned AVAX is up and coming in the money side of things. But yeah, comp was really easy to use, and so I said, you know what? I got this Bitcoin. I wrapped my Bitcoin and I threw it on there, and they were able to give me some money. So I used that money, and it was really easy. It was scary because I was putting like a whole Bitcoin on there, and but the reason why I put a whole Bitcoin on there because they allow you to take out zero point 0.7 of 70% of whatever you put in there. And but I didn't do that because if the price dumps, then you get liquidated. It only has to dump to where the your collateral is, your loan is then 0.77 of your collateral, and they can start liquidating you. So I don't even want to go anywhere close to that. Um, so I just borrowed like half, less than half actually, um, less than half of my Bitcoin. So I'm way in the clear. Bitcoin would have to dump to $28,000 for me to get liquidated, and that's why I'm not going any higher than that. Just in the worst case scenario, there is a black swan, and I I think that is the absolute lowest that Bitcoin could go if something extremely tragic happened. Um, and they do charge you 10%, which isn't that bad. It seems pretty fair to me. It's probably cheaper than a personal loan I could get from the bank. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you. If anybody that's thinking about some stuff like that, don't get risky with that kind of stuff. I think I've very conservatively used it to my advantage. And yeah, so I paid off some credit card debt. I bought a little bit more wrapped Bitcoin, which I'm holding on Coinbase as an extra measure of security in case I do need to put that onto the compound finance account to back me up. I don't think that's going to be necessary, but in the meantime, I have some more Bitcoin on top of it, and I funded my crypto IRA account, my Alto crypto IRA account, not that other one that gets shilled on all the other websites, because that other one is a piece of shit, and they don't care about you. So that is that. And with that, I will ask you to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.